What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the FallenRedZeo. I'm back today with Wave 2 of the Diamond Select Toys Lord of the Rings action figures. So this is Wave 2 of our Build-A-Figure of Sauron. So in this wave, we've got Frodo and the Nazgul, or the Ringwraith. So both look very cool. I think Frodo looks a little bit off, like especially in the face. He doesn't look as good as I think he should be, but maybe out of the box he'll look better. But we got Frodo. So we had Frodo before in that San Diego pack when it was the invisible version. So this time we have actual Frodo. So it'll be cool to look at him there and kind of compare those two. And then you can see our part of our Build-A-Figure pieces for the Sauron, and then we have the Nazgul. So of course just looks like an all black figure, comes with a bunch of swords and another piece for Sauron there, so that'll be very cool. And then around on the back we have a picture of them there, and then of course other figures from the first wave we did and everything. So I'm excited to get these, and I know the third wave has shipped already, so we'll be getting those figures pretty soon also. So it'll be cool to getting even closer to building that Sauron. That's going to be pretty cool and stuff, so I'm just excited for that more than anything. So in the meantime, we're going to look at these figures though, so let me go ahead and get them out of the box and we'll take a look at them together. So starting off with Frodo Baggins, this looks really cool. I think it's a really good, I actually like the face a lot more than I did in the box, so it must have just been reflections or something. But we have Frodo Baggins played by Elijah Wood, and he is a hobbit from the Shire and known as the ring bearer of the One Ring. So this looks pretty awesome overall. So we have the face there of Elijah Wood. Like I said, it's not accurate, but it does look a lot better than it did in the box. He's got the longer brown curly hair. He's got the outer coat on with the waistcoat and the shirt on underneath there, so lots of brown. He's got the shorter style pants with his bare feet that are all hairy. I think they look really good there. And he has belt around his waist with the holder with Sting in it, so he's got the Sting sword there around his waist and looks pretty good just overall. Just a lot of nice details and features into it. I wish they'd have the One Ring on him somewhere, like either on a finger and a hand or around his neck or something, but that's some with some so small, you know, ring would be hard to do. That last pack we did, we got the Gollum holding the ring in his finger, so that's really the only like style of ring we've gotten so far. But just the accuracy just looks so good on this figure. I like it so much. But for movements, the head there can twist all the way around. The head can look down that far and up that far, so not a whole lot of range in the neck. Now, if you remember the past figures with like the first wave of the Legolas and Gimli, I had issues with the movements, so let's kind of see if anything's been changed. But the shoulders can come about 90 degrees there and rotate all the way around. We get the single elbow joint that bends just about 90 degrees, maybe if that, and has the rotation. The wrist can twist around and flex back and forth. Doesn't feel like there's any ab crunch or anything in there. There is a little bit of a twist around at the waist. The hips can come up 90 degrees there, out to the side a little bit. Of course, the coat's in the way. We've got a thigh twist that twists all the way around, a single knee joint that bends up about 90 degrees and has some of the rotation in there, and the foot can flex back and forth and can twist side to side. So overall, not too bad movements. Like, it's not the best, but I don't really see the need any really more movements for this. So far it's pretty good. And so with the Frodo here, he does have the Sting, so we can pull Sting out of the thing, which mine unfortunately is a little bit loose. I need to like glue it or something. Part of this little piece keeps coming out. But there we have the sword of Sting, which is really cool. So let's go and put this into his hand. And then he also comes with the vial with the Star of Arendelle in it that they use to ward off Shelob. That's just this silver vial, but you can't really do much with it. Maybe just stick it into like this hand or something. Of course, it doesn't really grip too well. It'd be better in the hand with the sword. So you could maybe do that there, like he's trying to fight off Shelob or something. So pretty cool there. So I'm glad it did come with an additional accessory, because it'd be pretty like empty overall if it didn't. But just coming with the vial and sword isn't really too much to go along with Frodo there. But I then can bring in the invisible version we got in the Comic-Con set with Gollum and the invisible Frodo. So you can see it. I know it's gonna be hard to tell, but it is pretty much the exact same figure, just recast in the all see-through stuff to make him the invisible version. But overall, not too bad at all. And we will bring in the other figures and stuff in here, so you can see just how small Frodo is compared to all of them. But overall, I think it's a pretty nice figure. You know, not the best figure overall, like movements and stuff, but the likeness and everything, I can't complain at all. And then, of course, our second figure of the Nazgul, also known as the Ringwraith or the Black Riders, whatever you want to call them, but they are the servants of Sauron. And in like Fellowship of the Ring, we see them sent out to retrieve the ring from the Baggins in the Shire. So very nice looking figure overall. What's really cool is that it's got no head in there, so it's got like, it's completely empty. You can see my figure goes all the way into the back. So I like how they like made this like stiff plastic and stuff, but there is nothing in there, so that's interesting how they did that. I assume they just put like a skull head or something that's all black, so you can't see it, but it's pretty awesome that they just left it completely hollow and empty in there. And then it's just in the all black robes. We can see like the metal armor there on his fingers, and if we kind of move this stuff out of the way, we can see his legs in there, so he does have the all armored up legs. So pretty nice looking figure overall. This is a really nice representation of the Ringwraith. It just kind of stinks that we only get one. Of course, you can buy more if you want, but I don't want to spend the money. It would be awesome if they did like a pack of them together. But pretty awesome looking figure just overall. Of course, not a lot to look at, just mostly all black, but very cool looking. So for the movements, the head does twist, so it does does have like a joint stuff in there, so it does twist around, no like knotting or anything, but it does twist around in there, and it's just this whole hooded cape piece. And then we got the shoulders, so the shoulders can come up about 90 degrees there and can rotate all the way around. We get like a bicep twist, like a lower bicep twist in there, and then we also get the single elbow joint that bends 90 degrees and also has the rotation in. And then it's going to be hard to move, but we do have the wrist that can twist around in there and can rock back and forth. I believe this one is an up and down rocking. And if we try to get some of the robes and everything out of the way, we can see some joints. So we do have like an ab crunch joint in there, so it can crunch a little bit back and forth there and twist around, as you can see, and then not really much anything else. And again, all these robes in the way, they're stiff plastic, so it's hard to get any movements at all. But the hips can come up 90 degrees out to the side that far. There is a thigh twist around in there, a double knee joint that if we twist the leg all the way backwards can get it to bend up there, and then we get the foot that can rock back and forth and can twist side to side. So overall, not too bad in movement. So the only thing that I wish would be a little bit better is like in the elbow joints and stuff, but for the Ringwraiths, I guess we don't really need an actual whole lot of movements. I guess it just depends on how you want them displayed with the swords. And speaking of the swords, it comes with multiple. So first off, and to me probably the most important, is we get the Morgul knife or the Morgul blade. So this is what we see, especially from Fellowship of the Ring. When Frodo gets stabbed up on Weathertop, we see the Ringwraith have this Morgul blade or knife, and it's just a shorter little sword here, and it comes with this sheath design. And we get another one as well, and it has these, so I thought maybe there'd be some sort of ropes or little clips or something we could hang these on so you could choose whichever one you want, but I can't find anything on his body. So this is another disappointing thing, that we have these pieces but we can't like put them on him or anything. But that sword looks really cool. And then we also get the Nazgul's two-handed long sword, so we get this long sword version. Again, has the sheath with the little clip pieces, but it's got the nice handle piece of the long handle there, and then the nice like barbed piece there for the hilt and stuff. Very cool looking overall, and we can slide out and see the blade, so it's got the long blade there, and I like the little like notch piece out of it and stuff. So very cool looking long sword, so that's another option. And finally we have the Witch King of Angmar's blade, which I don't know all the exact details behind Lord of the Rings stuff, especially with the race, so I assume one of the race we see in like Fellowship of the Ring is one of the Witch Kings, but I know for sure we see him in the third movie when he has the crown on his head. This is his sword blade, so it has a different hilt and handle and stuff. So you get these three options. So like I said, you could buy multiple of these and then, you know, pick out different weapons and stuff to give to each of them. But I think I want to try to do the two-handed long sword here. Let me see if I can get it into his hands. So that's kind of what I feared with like the two-handed blade, like the robes and material and stuff are way too much. And you can get him to get both hands on the handle, but you can't really get him to pose too well with it. Not the best there, so it'd probably be better just to do like the Morgul blade or just use it one-handed. But I was hoping you'd be able to get two hands, so you can get two hands. It just doesn't work too well with all the robes. That's a little unfortunate. So we can bring in Frodo here so you can see the difference in size, especially with Frodo compared to the Ringwraiths. And we can bring in our wave one of Legolas and Gimli as well. So you can see Frodo's definitely smaller than Gimli, which is he should be. And then they're both smaller than the human characters, which should be about the same height there, which they are. So pretty good size comparisons overall there. So I think they did a really good job. And of course, these came with pieces for our Build-A-Figure of Sauron. So with one of them, we got the lower piece here. So the piece where the legs attached to, so like the lower torso and everything there. And then we also got the upper torso, so pretty awesome looking there. And we also got a cape piece, so this big like fabric cape, which is really nice thick. It's got some sewing designs into it and stuff, so pretty awesome. I just don't know how you attach it. It's got like these 3 hole designs, and I can't really figure out how to attach it, but we've almost completed it. I know we need at least an arm and a leg left. Pretty much almost done with Sauron. Once the next wave gets here, that may be able to complete it. But overall, I really like these figures. I do think they look really good and accurate. I don't really know if, like I said, they made much improvements. Like I said, a little disappointing, especially with the Nazgul because of the not being able to hold swords or be able to storm. But overall, I think once again, they look really good. They're just too good of looking figures to complain too much about them. There are little issues, but overall just look amazing. But let me know what you thought of these figures down in the comments. And if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.